What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Dripp Strick College Football Podcast. I'm one of your co-hosts, Jacob, and this is my co-host, Austin. How you doing, buddy?
Man, I'm doing good. It's such a privilege to do this every single week. We really enjoy it, and let's just get right into it.
So we got a nice, really nice predictions video for y'all, and we're starting it off strong. USC at Colorado, 11 a.m. on Fox. Last week, Colorado got stomped by Oregon at Oregon. Their defense just couldn't stop Bo Nix, and Oregon's defense did a great job of containing Shedeur Sanders. So give me USC in this one. You know, they got the Heisman quarterback from last year, Caleb Williams. I feel like he's just gonna light up this Colorado defense. And based on last week's performance, if Colorado comes out looking like that again, then this is gonna be even worse than last week, honestly. I think. Now, Travis Hunter did say he wants to play this week. He said he'll do anything to get on this field. He's not going to take no for an answer. So Travis Hunter most likely will be back for this game. So that might make it a little closer, but I still got USC in this one, and I'm going 51-28.
Oof. Okay, yeah, I also got USC. They're favored 21.5, but it's in Boulder, which helps. They played in Eugene at Oregon last week. And also, this USC defense is worse than Oregon's defense. So I think Shedeur Sanders will definitely have more than 6 points on Saturday. So I do think it will be a better game. But, guys, Caleb Williams is still legit. We haven't been talking about him. We've been talking about everybody else just because he won the Heisman last year. But Caleb Williams is still there. He played great against Arizona State last week. And, yeah, he's still legit. And he still has a lot of weapons on that USC offense. So, yeah, give me USC. I think they're just going to be too much for Colorado. And I think USC will go 5-0.
Next game we're talking about is Florida at Kentucky. Another SEC our first SEC matchup of the episode. Florida, they struggled big time last week with University of, I think it was Charlotte.
Yeah.
The Charlotte 49ers or 76ers.
I think 49ers.
Yeah, 49ers. They struggled big time. You know, Florida, they went and beat who was it they beat at? They beat was it LSU? Tennessee. They beat Tennessee at home. But now they're not at home. They're not at the Swamp. They're playing Kentucky. Devin Leary has not been having the greatest season. So you know what? Give me Florida in this one. I know it has Kentucky winning this one, but give me Florida. I think Trevor Etienne will have a good game, and I don't think Devin Leary's really good enough for Kentucky to win.
Yeah, honestly, Jacob, this was a great pick. I also got Florida winning. Yeah, even though Kentucky's favored, I'm not buying that. Kentucky's not very good this season, and I'm not buying any of their stock. I mean, I've been very, very hard on Florida, but I do think they're better than Kentucky. Even though, like I said, Kentucky's favored. Give me Florida. Give me Graham Mertz. I never thought I'd say that, but yeah, give me Graham Mertz, ETN, and that really good quarterback and wide receiver they got over there. Give me Florida.
Next game we're talking about is Texas A&M at Arkansas. Another great SEC matchup. Texas A&M off a pretty nice win against Auburn, Auburn Tigers. And Arkansas, they're coming off a tough loss against LSU. They went toe-to-toe with LSU. They played a really good game. I think if they play like that this week, they'll have a good shot at beating Texas A&M. But I'm gonna take Texas A&M on this one. Okay. I just think they're just all around too good. I think Evan Stewart's too good a receiver. And I don't really think it matters who's in quarterback. I don't know if Connor Wayman's going to be back for this game or not, but Max Johnson proved last week against Auburn that he can play football. So give me Texas A&M in this one. We'll go 28-17.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like this is a 50-50 ball. This is tough. They're playing at a neutral site. It says AT&T Stadium, which is obviously in Texas, so they're going to have a lot of A&M fans there, but I don't know. Give me Texas A&M as well. Even though Arkansas looked really, really good against LSU, I still got Texas A&M winning. I just think, overall they're a better team and they have a lot better talent. So I think it will be a close game, though I really do. But yeah, give me Texas A&M.
Next game we're talking about is Clemson at Syracuse. Now we haven't really talked about Syracuse at all this year. We talked about them a ton last year when they had Sean Tucker and Garrett Schrader. Now they still do have Garrett Schrader. He's still playing. And I think he's having a good season so far. I mean, they're 4-0, so surely he's doing something right. Clemson, they've been struggling a lot. They lost last week. Who did they lose?
Florida State.
They lost to Florida State, but they played a good game against Florida State. It really all depends on Cade Klubnik here. If Cade Klubnik decides to come and play like last year's Cade Klubnik, then they'll win. But I think Syracuse will go 5-0 here. Give me Syracuse 21-10.
Okay, that's interesting. That's really interesting. I got Clemson. Give me the Clemson Tigers, Cade Klubnik, and I think they'll win by probably 14 plus. I think they got some guys, man. Clemson has a lot of talent, and Syracuse really gonna struggle stopping Will Shipley. So give me Clemson.
Next game we'll be talking about is Georgia at Auburn. As much as I hate to pick against my Tigers, no, I'm picking Auburn, but logically, it's going to be a tough watch. But give me Auburn in this one. We'll say 28-25.
Yeah, man. And Jordan Hare, but I gotta take Georgia on that. This is going to be an interesting game to see how Hugh Freeze plays against the number one team in the country. With Carson Beck, he started the game pretty hot. Started the season pretty hot, and so it's going to be an interesting game.
Next game we'll be talking about is Michigan at Nebraska. I don't think this one will be close at all. Nebraska is just all around just not a great team. But that's how Matt Rule teams are. And, Matt Rule, when he is the head coach of a team, he likes to take the longest route possible to reach the top, but he reaches the top at the end. He did it at Temple, did it at Baylor. We're just going to ignore his NFL career. But give me Michigan in this one. I think they win big. I think it's going to be like 35 to, we'll say 17. We'll give Nebraska 17.
Yeah, I think Michigan's going to blow them out. I mean, Blake Corum, they're not stopping Blake Corum. They're not stopping J.J. McCarthy. That defense is not. I mean, defense has shown some promise. They showed a lot of promise in the Colorado game the first half. But give me Michigan by a lot.
So now we got Kansas at Texas. Got a ranked matchup. Kansas, they had a pretty nice season last year compared to normal Kansas seasons. They didn't beat TCU. They lost to TCU.
They lost to TCU. That was the first loss.
That was a really hyped up game. But they're 4-0 right now. I think who's playing? Jaden Daniels is playing for them, right?
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels, really great quarterback, played really good last season, and I think he's playing really good this season. But give me Texas in this one. I do think this will be a struggle win, though, for Texas. Texas, they'll go and beat Alabama like they did, and then they'll struggle with, a team like Kansas or, another, not super great team. So give me Texas in this one. I really think it's going to be like 28-20, either 21 or 25.
Okay, so pretty close. Yeah, I also got Texas. Texas looked really good against Baylor. They looked electric against Baylor. Their defense was playing well, and I think they'll play good. I mean, yeah, Jaden Daniels is really a baller. He's played phenomenal this season. He's had a little trouble, but yeah, he's played good overall. And I think this Texas just has too much talent for Kansas, even though it's a ranked matchup. I love ranked matchups, but yeah, give me Texas for sure.
Next one we'll be talking about is LSU at Ole Miss. LSU off a win on the road at Arkansas. Oh no, it wasn't on the road. It was at LSU.
Yeah.
But they off another SEC win. Ole Miss off a loss to Alabama. I'm going to go LSU on this one. I do think it'd be a really good game, but I think Jaden Daniels is just playing at too high of a level right now, and so is Malik Neighbors. They're both just playing at an extremely high level right now. They've really broken out of their shell. So give me LSU in this one. It says they're only favored by 2.5, but I really think it's going to be, a touchdown, maybe 2 touchdown game. So we'll go on this one. We'll go 31-21.
Okay. Yeah, I also got LSU big time. I think they're going to win probably by 20 plus, just because how hot Malik Neighbors has been, and Jaden Daniels has been lighting it up. So give me LSU. They one of the best teams in the country. Give me them over Ole Miss.
Next game we'll be talking about is South Carolina at Tennessee. South Carolina, fresh off a nice win against Mississippi State. Tennessee, did they play last week?
Yeah, they played UTSA.
UTSA off a win against UTSA. Tennessee hasn't lived up to all the hype. I mean, they're still pretty good. They're 3-1. They're ranked 21st right now. But they're not living up to the hype that they were receiving. It's South Carolina. Gosh, I don't know who to pick on this one. It says Tennessee's favored by 12.5, so I guess just give me Tennessee. We'll go 23-7.
Okay.
I don't think it'll be super high scoring.
Yeah, I'm taking South Carolina. Spencer Rattler's had a phenomenal year already, over 1,200 yards. So yeah, give me South Carolina. Tennessee, I don't know. They kind of struggled a little bit against UTSA, which I know UTSA isn't terrible, and I mean they still won by a good bit. So I guess that's not really fair. But I don't know. They just didn't look like the same team they were last year, obviously. So yeah, give me South Carolina. Even though they're 2-2, I still got South Carolina winning it.
Next game we'll be talking about is Alabama at Mississippi State. As much as I hate to pick against your Bulldogs, I think I just, I would love to see Mississippi State win this game. And, I think there is a, slight possibility. They're only favored by 14.5. So give me Alabama in this one, 35-17.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of a late game. I'm gonna be there. I don't know how this is gonna be my. I've been to I think 3 games in Tuscaloosa against Mississippi State. This is gonna be my first home game, Mississippi State versus Alabama. So I don't know. It's gonna be kind of tough. And but yeah, give me obviously. He picked Auburn versus Georgia. I got to pick Mississippi State over Alabama. Obviously, both of our teams are playing very phenomenal games. Phenomenal teams this weekend. But yeah, give me Mississippi State. But man, it's gonna be rough.
The next and I believe last, unless you got another one, game we'll be talking about is Notre Dame at Duke. Duke, they have their upset win against Clemson earlier in the season. Notre Dame fresh off a off a loss against Ohio State. Notre Dame is only favored by 5.5. I just don't think that's realistic. I think Notre Dame wins by like 2 or 3 touchdowns. So give me Notre Dame. We'll go 38-14.
Okay. Yeah, I also got Notre Dame, even though, Duke's not bad. Riley Leonard is playing like he could be a first-round pick this year. He's been playing phenomenal. Their starting quarterback. But, yeah, give me Notre Dame. Just too big of a matchup difference. But I do think that it will be closer than the experts think. I think it will be closer than what people are going to expect. But, yeah, give me Notre Dame. I think they end it. And so you got anything else?
That's all I have.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This has been episode 32 of the Dripp Strick podcast. So, guys, thank you so much for everything y'all do for us. This is a blast making. And, yeah, peace.